So I get so many questions about putting in offers when buying property, especially if it's someone's first time. It's just such a daunting task for a lot of people, and in the end they may not even take action because of it. So I wanted to chat to you today about things that we keep in mind when we're putting out offers buying residential property. So first of all, I think we need to know our strategy and we need to know our market that we're going to put offers into. So we know our location, we know our suburb or suburbs, we know the type of property that we're after, we know the price point, and we've done enough research to understand what the value of properties are selling for in that area. So you can get some comparables to see the money that you've got to spend. What are we getting for? What's sold in the last 3 months? Okay, so that's really important. I was always taught put in or go and view 100 properties, or at least see 100 properties online. Put in 10 offers and you'll hopefully buy one of them. Now that might seem as a bit of overkill, but what it does is give you a really good understanding of that area because you've done that much research on a number of different houses or dwellings in that particular area. You need to have pre-approval of finance. I wouldn't be putting in any offers until I've got a pre-approval of finance from my mortgage broker, which is a conditional approval that only needs to be confirmed through a valuation on the purchase that you're undertaking and a review of the contract, basically. So it's conditional, it's not over the line 100% guaranteed, but it's a long way down the track to getting yet finance approval versus going in and putting offers having not even submitted an application for finance. So very important that you put in a pre-approval for finance well before putting in an offer. That will usually last for about 90 days and it can be extended if you need to, usually pretty easily. So what do we need in our offer? Well, I think we need in all cases, we need it subject to building and pest. We need to be able to have a get out clause. We need to get a building and pest inspection, I believe, every time we want to purchase a property. So it's subject to building and pest inspection. That might be a 7-day period for you to go and get that done. So that offer is subject to a satisfactory building and pest inspection. The next one is a formal legal review of the contract. So you're getting the contract, giving it to your conveyancer or solicitor. We need to ensure that everything in there stacks up and make any changes if need be, or request any changes, right? The third one I like to have in there, and there can be other conditions as well, depending on the type of the property and where it is and what state it's in, is we want to have an expiry date. It just puts a little bit of pressure back on the vendor and the real estate agent to say, well, I'm putting in an offer today. This offer will expire 5 p.m, close of business tomorrow, something like that. So it just puts some pressure on there in respect to getting that offer assessed and some feedback given in relation to that. You're probably thinking, why haven't you got a finance clause written in there? And this is a bit of a trade secret that I'd like to give to you today, is everyone else will be putting in subject to finance, okay? So that's a really common one, and it's probably the main clause that people use or people will pull out of property because their finance falls through, okay? So we've got a pre-approval in finance before we put in the offer. If it doesn't go through, if the finance falls over for some reason or another, we've got a couple of clauses already written in the contract or in the offer, sorry, that will allow us to pull out of that deal if we need to, or pull back from that offer, okay? I do get a question that says, would you put in multiple offers at any one time on multiple properties? The answer to that is absolutely. Again, if you're using that 100-10-1 theory, then you've got the ability to put in 6, 8, 10 offers depending on the heat of the market at any one time, and then they're your properties to lose. If you get accepted on 3 of them, you've basically got a pick of which one you would like, okay? Now that's going in with really no emotion or very little emotion, so it really depends on what you're buying and why you're buying it. Agents probably don't want to hear that. And vendors might not want to hear that as well, but I think that's a little win that you can have going forward. Okay, so there it is. There's some offers or ways to structure the offer. There's some conditions that you might put in there. Obviously, you're always going to get legal advice on that. You must engage a conveyancer or a solicitor to look over that for you. You need a really strong mortgage broker in your corner, I believe, and then you can take action with confidence.